2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And can you feel the energy in this arena after the starting lineups were just announced? It's a playoff atmosphere. Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece, essentially a 3-game series, 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. You look at the Pacers. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
You know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players.
He's so accurate from deep. Williams can torch you.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. For 3, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sinks the triple.
Boy, Halliburton consistent with that shot.
Halliburton's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Nembhard grabs the board.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here is Nesmith. For 3, Siakam. And Indiana, another 3.
Now you see it, now you don't. Siakam playing some tricks out there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I did catch up with the Thunder's head coach. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, we need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Here's Nembhard. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Well, you look at Nesmith, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good, 2 points.
And Shea putting it on the string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
Siakam against Holmgren. To the middle, here's Nembhard. And he banks in the layup. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Holmgren in the post. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on the free throw. Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Alex Caruso comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Caruso. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's Easter time, everyone.
And the Thunder with some changes. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wallace comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Williams. Indiana also making some changes. Toppin comes in for Miles Turner. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Toppin. Going inside over Wiggins. Toppin can't get it to go. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. The Pacers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Caruso with the steal. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Over to the wing. Here's Toppin. Rebounded by Joe. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Wallace. Now Williams. Now Joe. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 6. Back to Williams. Toppin pulls it in.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
They swipe it. .43 seconds left to play here in the first, and it's Wiggins missing. Indiana leading by 4. McConnell kicks to Siakam. Here's Toppin. Drops one in from the wing.
Well, good to see Toppin just step into a mid-range and keep that defense honest.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Joe. Back to Wallace. Mathurin against Wiggins. Siakam pulls it in. Poked away and stolen by Caruso. Then Tidy gets the jumper to fall.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Pacers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They're going with Mathurin and Nesmith on the wings. Walker out there with Miles Turner, and it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Williams dishes to Holmgren. Good work defensively by Turner.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Nembhard's checked in.
Andrew Nembhard.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Walker. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Lets it go with a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season, so Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
Hartenstein against Turner. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Down low, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. The finish, here's Dort, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nembhard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Walker kicks to Turner. The pass to Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
2 shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
So timeout call here, the first for Indiana.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. That shot off the mark. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
Pacers leading by 3. Pass to Nesmith. The 3. Nailed from three-point land. Nesmith has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Williams can't hit. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Nembhard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Thunder trailing by 8. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Nesmith. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Dort. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Nembhard's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Pacers. The Thunder shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Now, here's Halliburton. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. The Thunder shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Williams up on top. Nesmith covering. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And the Pacers call time here.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here. It shows with their turnover numbers.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. The Pacers also changing it up. Obi Toppin's checked in for Walker. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Fires for 3. Toppin, good.
Obi Toppin.
Toppin's got his second basket of the night.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Wallace. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Caruso against Mathurin. Shoots over Caruso. Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Toppin with it. He's got 5. Fires the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup off target. That will count. And no good that time. And so it's Indiana with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about the playoff atmosphere? We're going to break down all the first half action for you. Checking out the Pacers, they built a solid lead, showing plenty of tenacity in the first half. They clearly have an eye toward capturing a powerful 3-2 advantage in what has been a spirited championship series. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Pacers leading by 6. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Now, here's Siakam. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. 5 points in the game. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Nembhard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Nembhard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now Hartenstein. No scoring in this one. Yep, it counts.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Dort. Nembhard covering. Dort misses. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Bangs home the trifecta. Nesmith has got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Walker's checked in for the Pacers. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. Indiana on D. Williams scanning the floor. Gets himself open and drills it. He has 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Over Joe. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Indiana. Passes to Joe. And the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now, here is Halliburton. 11 points in the game. Connects from 3-point range.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive player.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Over in the corner, Dort. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dort's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. And a change for the Pacers. Mathurin's checked in. The shot's good from Halliburton.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Holmgren. To the inside. And that one's good. Caruso's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Halliburton, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Joe's got 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Walker. Here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Siakam is going to bring some intensity inside. He's embracing the chance to be fouled.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Higgins is checked in for Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Jalen Williams. Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Now here's Wallace. That one off the back iron and out. Caruso against Mathurin. Caruso grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 9. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. The shot from the low post is good. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 11. Wallace from the right block. The shot is good. Wallace has got his second basket.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Toppin. Indiana with a new shot clock. And now a fast break for the Thunder. He shoots again. The pass to Joe. This one for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Toppin. Hits the three-point bomb. Toppin's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Out to Wallace. Wide open look. That doesn't go either for Wallace.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Mathurin, good.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Here's Holmgren. And the shot goes in. Holmgren's got 8 points.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pacers lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court right now for the Pacers. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. Now, here's Toppin. Halliburton for three. A second chance effort, and there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Pass to Dort. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 8 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Cunning move there by Mathurin, helping him shake off the defense.
Hartenstein passes to Williams. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Pacers leading by 16. Halliburton outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein, and he makes that one.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Now, here's Halliburton. It's good. Turner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Dort against Mathurin. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Halliburton for 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Andrew Nembhard checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Over Nesmith. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Toppin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Poked loose. Here we go, one-on-one.
Watch outside.
Nesmith, the pass to Toppin. And good that time. And that's 15 points for Obi Toppin.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Turner. And they'll get another chance. Holmgren against Toppin. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Shepard's checked in for Indiana. And for the Thunder, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Tipped away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. Nesmith has got 5 points now in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Count that bucket. 1:49 left in the game. Nembhard the pass to Toppin. From downtown. Passes it to Nesmith. Here's Toppin. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Toppin's got 15 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Toppin. The Thunder making the shot. That 3 off the mark.
And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance, and it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this win will put them right on the cusp of the championship. They'll be holding a 3-2 lead with 2 shots to win the title.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fully prepared to get the job done in Game 6. This was no fluke performance tonight. This was a team asserting itself and showing it has the ability to rise up when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Now, here's McConnell. Left side, Turner. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it, good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're in front by 34. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's earned it with his three-point shooting more than anything else. I mean, his stroke from beyond has been smooth as silk, and 18 of his points have come from long range. A nice contribution.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. The tray and the miss. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.